Hi, I'm the Toy Mom, and today we're going to see what's in this Mickey Mouse surprise bag. We have the I Love Minnie Shaker Maker. Oh wow! With this we get material that we shake and then it hardens and then we get to paint it. 2 molds. Oh, that'll be fun. I hope you join me. Let's open it now. The first step in making the mold of Minnie Mouse is mixing your plaster and the water. So the first thing you do is you add water. I recommend cold water. It gives you longer to work with the water and plaster together. Now the plaster and the water, once they get together, you don't have much time. So I'm going to do that as my last step. Now here are the 2 molds. They're so cute. Here's Minnie in kind of a round mold, and here she is in a heart mold. And so eventually you can buy additional plaster and use the molds over and over again. In fact, that's what I did. I bought some extra plaster. They were so cute. So I'm going to make this round mold, and if you see, the red bottom has some areas that fit. I'm going to take this mold out, that fit with the indentations of this plastic mold. Let me show you how I'm going to place that in there, because it's very important that the mold be level inside the red bowl. Then, to lock it in place, I'm just simply going to twist it. Now, look at that. It can't come out. And that's exactly how we want it. So now this side is prepared for when we're ready to put it together with the other side. So we're going to put the plaster in. We're going to put it all in at once. Like I said, we got to kind of work rapidly. Watch that plaster vapor. It's kind of dangerous stuff, so don't breathe that in. And make sure through this whole thing, Mom and Dad are there to help you. So you line up the dots, and then you swirl the water and plaster around a little bit, and then you do exactly what the mold says, and you do your shaker maker. And you do this for 30 seconds. You want that plaster and water to be all mixed up. Yes, look at that. So that's why I have my spatula, and I'm gonna bring it down here like that. Like I said, I have to work pretty fast. You can see that the plaster is already starting to harden. Now this is really important. Air bubbles will cause a really big problem in your mold. So you need to shake them out or tap. There we go. Now we just wait and we'll have our mold, and the next step will be to decorate it. Let's take a look at our mold. Oh, isn't that adorable? Now we're ready to paint our plaster mold of Minnie Mouse. I blew up a picture from the box so that we can clearly see it. What we're going to do is start painting one that I have started. Let's decide what color that we're going to do next. I think we should do the red. See the white dots? I don't paint those until after I've painted the red, so I'm just going to paint on the red like that, and then I'll do the dots later. I'm going to add a little water to my brush so that the paint is a little thinner and goes further. Let's do some more on the red. I'm going to get over here and tilt it a little more, and when I'm butting up against another color, I want to do a slower, more careful stroke. And when I'm in an open area, I am just going to paint. There we go. It's starting to look like the other half of a bow to me. In fact, instead of adding paint, I'm going to add a little water. I'm going to be much more careful around here, around the face. There we go. And make one more little swipe like that. And I think that, I guess we can do a little bit more right here. And the color goes on down here. And of course I'm glancing at my example every once in a while. Okay, now I'd like to change colors to black. I try to do my black color last. And I'm going to close my red paint over there so that I can start on my black. I drew a line when I realized that it was going to be hard to paint. I actually drew a little line that outlined where I want the black to go so that I can more easily focus on that. And there we go. And every time I butt up against another color or a line, I'm a little more careful than when I'm out in an open area. This is a pretty small piece to be painting. If it's your first one, don't get frustrated that it's not perfect. And if you can find something bigger to start on, you can always do that. See this larger area? I'm gonna, instead of getting more paint, I'm first gonna just get more water so that the paint goes on more freely. There, I took care of my mistake, which I really wanted to do, and now that looks much more like the picture. I see a little dot here. Now, since I have the black on my brush, I look and I realize I still have an ear to do and an arm to do, so I'm going to get just a little bit more paint. I'm going to try to sharpen the point on my paintbrush, and there we go. Like I said, I love this ability to turn this so that I can put it at angles that are easy to work on. Now we're done with the black, and we're going to talk about mixing colors. So I'm going to put this aside for a second, and I'm going to now show you a color chart. Here we go. Now, if you look at the color chart, it shows you that certain colors like red and white make pink, yellow plus red makes this flesh tone that we're going after, and green and red make brown, white and black make gray. This is really good information to have. So to mix paints, I'm going to bring into the picture, this could be something out of your trash bin if you want. You just need something that you can put the two colors on to see the effect. And we said that red and yellow are going to make the colors we need. Now, I would recommend, because you're going to have both colors on your brush, that you dip it in the lid like that, so that you don't get all of the paint mixed up and then it's not yellow anymore, it's a different color. So there's red and yellow. And now what I want to show you is that there's a lot of red, and that's not the color that we want. So we could have started with yellow. Actually, that might have been a good idea. But a lot of mixing is just experimentation. So I definitely need to put more yellow, but that's what it's all about. Eventually, you're going to see this turn into more of an orangey color. There's There's more yellow coming in. Do you see how that color is changing? Do we want our Minnie Mouse to be that color? That's the other thing I need to tell you about mixing paints is you may not think the color is very what you want, but it changes as it dries. So I think, my opinion is, I'm gonna add a little bit of white to the mix. There we go. I like the color that that's becoming. Okay, so now let's see what that looks like on our piece. It might not match what I've previously done. It appears to be darker, but like I said, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add a little water. And I'm also going to put it on the color that I have already painted. And that way it will all start to blend in. Now that the red is almost dry, I'm going to use my little finger here to brace myself. There. Now when that dries, that will be the same color as the other side that was already dry when we started painting. So let me show you a Minnie Mouse that I've already painted, because you have now all the techniques you need to make a Minnie Mouse. And she's really cute, and this set comes with a little stand. So I'm going to put my little Minnie Mouse in her stand, and I think I may give it as a gift to someone because I think they might like it. And then you could put your name on the back. I think I'm going to put Toy Mom right there. So there you have the Shaker Maker set that you can use to make Minnie Mouse. Wasn't that fun? I love crafts. And I'm really glad you joined me, and I want to thank you for being here today. Next, you'll be able to choose another one of my Mickey Mouse videos or one of my other videos to watch. My picture is always in the corner, like these 4 examples. And please, don't forget to subscribe.